There were a few people who shared my father and to some extent my own deep-seated moral indignation about what happened to the Jews in Hitler's Germany. My hatred of them being put through that was learned from books in my own backyard, which was a Holocaust survivor community. I recognized the psychological impact of the injuries. Some of the authoritarian energy that came my way from the Israelis just seemed to be the generation of Lyndon Johnson and Richard Nixon, looking down on younger people for their youth and immaturity. My father hated what happened to the Jews. I don't recognize that deep-seated resentment and the friendship that comes from sympathy in what Trump and Huckabee are selling, or nor Joe Biden. What I recognize is the opportunism of empire, cultivating a salesman angle for turning the tables in a bid to make the Guinness Book of World Records for Israel's comeback on the scene of statecraft as fascism. I deeply despise it. It's monkey see, monkey do. And the minds that have developed as normal in Israel are exhibiting and have executed acts of deep-seated hostility towards the United States. They clearly just want to abolish the dignities of public schools, teachers' values, community trust, in the name of some sort of slogan spinning, catering to their might and omnipotence, which is ill-deserved. Surely anyone can see that. The rape of Gaza. I'd like to leave it there, but I know that there's a feeling of helplessness among young people who realize that they're never going to be able to be both honest and come clean simultaneously with accepting the awkward normal of being glared at with hatred by people who've behaved contemptibly among our neighborhoods. It's very difficult to imagine that Israel can turn back the clock. They have no interest in changing themselves. What they're doing in the West Bank is abnormal, and support for it is obscene and unheard of and checkered. I've long had a sort of cult base of overbearing trolls because of the espionage that went on at Carnegie Mellon University from New York. Praying on every word. God forbid that somebody start trouble for my comments about correctness and gang sign. Made in passing in the public web. That's the kind of fools that dominate administration in Pittsburgh. The Bush people would do something like they did to me with Rosa. I have a poem about what led to that. I think I have it here. I may not, but I'll look for it. I have 3 poems I excavated today. This was before they pulled their stunt with Rosa. It's more reflective of the city I lived in and the reality of what I was put through. Well, it refers to what happened with Rosa a little, I guess. I have goop in my eyes, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. Trying to salvage my eyesight from what happened to me. I'm completely deaf from it. It's working on my eyes now. The Incredible Barking Boyfriend, I'll read. Virgin, bloody curmudgeon, grade school horde. They had him in the back as they went boiling down the road in a $50 Thunderbird, hanging a Louis on melon on the burning morning, burning morning, burning morning of garages, pursued by a ghost called fear. They took him to an alley where they spoke to him in tongues, breathing thinner in ink vines, tripping at the mercy of brutal homosexuals as he vomited Captain Kangaroo. I've heard some things that make me hate you, she said, and you ain't getting another chance to be on my good side. Vertigo is so dizzy, peeling off the windows of light, fragmenting in a subway, full of blisters of heat and battle fatigue, knowing like a dirty shirt the skin you are stuck to, knowing like a dirty whistle the love song trapped in a cage. And the drums you hope to tame with brought around the sadist. Love that night rang the bell of tears. Listen, the incredible barking boyfriend, listen as he howls. When I met you, we hit it off as airheads. Built our shack in the Black Ford jungle. Rocked the boat as we barely made the rent on our souls. You built me up to the heavens to kick me in the head. For the last year, we came apart at the seams. Began to show in the smallest ways. Here I am at the bottom of the world, trembling and as helpless as can be, singing a funky boogaloo in the star-spangled ghetto. Here I am at the bottom of the world, to live and die, each captive breath a slave as much as Spartacus. You look fancy in makeup. I guess I was a little bit snide about it, saying a woman should look like a woman and makeup belongs to the other side. I could see in your eyes. Brainwash is coming. Seem to be missing a page. While you work the pad of your erasers, gone the numbers and pins, come the plans to export rejection. You work that eraser bone dry. And the drums you hope to tame with brought around the sadist. Love that night rang the bell of tears. Farewell, he saw. You knew. And I heard the howling promise in your erasers. I'm Dericky. Can't beggar my lope. You ain't as on your lawn, no. I cut across, arms flailing. All but sabotage. No day two for me. I'm Dericky. Young as a horse and old as Mussolini. Don't take no substitute, no Musseldorf for Macintosh. Air raids extra dry. As Dealey did Death Valley. I'm Dericky. Don't play me now, go fly a kite. Benjamin struck gold, must have struck twice. 'Cause here I come, make it loud and clear. Putting out the light bulb with paper clips. I am Dericky. You know, senses and senselessness are company. Senselessness and correct political correctness is a crowd. This is about senselessness. It's called Degrees of Black and White in Phillipsburg. Whatever they may have all been all about, I guess it needn't concern you and me. The clock, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's evening, bright with summer, cold with fan. Somehow I managed to turn around from that lock press gaze, where then seeing you, and seeing you again, I calmed down. I laughed, I cried. Almost beyond movie gazette tumbles. See, I'm funny with words. Oh, nobody's here but me. I didn't mean it like that. Sorority, it's okay. Where them piano? Chart, yeah. Chart, wow. Guess that's where I click return, huh? Click. Something about a real old kiss from a long time ago. That's root, know what I mean? Like them letters I stupid keep. I don't know what all they is. Don't get bothered for friends that much. You can tell her she has an aptitude. She will understand what you did. Everything but that you went to the park. That will be hard. I don't know why. I think I'm just saying that. Maybe because it's disturbing that no one's really there. So, I have a friend in Gaza who dwells there and faces the hardships of being stripped of opportunity. And he's mature, he's adult, he's alive, and he's relatively well, but he blanks out at the thought that somebody doesn't care, that no one's there. And what they want us to do, these power mongers, is prioritize along the lines of a great chain of ego rather than a great chain of being. And it's true that some people are more important to individual. That's because we're local creatures. But that doesn't mean we should accept what happened to the Jews under Germany, which is the same thing as accepting what's happening to the Palestinians under Israel. And they know that. Whatever went wrong with their heads, it's not that they don't understand that. It's up to people like myself to make clear that the deep seated resentment that we use to protect Jews from any sense that they were going to be endangered by us meant never again for anybody. And they have trespassed across our sensibilities. And it's not just the simple matter of having savagely attacked me because of my distinguished service family, to take me down in status and use me as a symbol that they humiliated, to hotwire and repurpose American patriotism. It's what they did to people who are not covered under the flag of the United States that really galls a motherfucker. It really galls a person like me to see them use our money and our names and forging our names on their bombs to be rotters in the way that Hitler was.